The European Union is doomed to collapse in the same way as the Soviet Union within decades, an academic has warned. Gwythian Prins, a Brexit supporter, said the European project had echoes of the Soviet project which collapsed in 1991. He said the EU was becoming ever more complex and not taking its citizens with it as it expanded its ambitions. The Soviet Union, founded after the 1917 Communist Revolution in Russia, broke up in 1991 following decades of expansionism and brutal repression of its people. In a report for a pro-Leave group, Professor Prins, an emeritus professor at the London School of Economics, said that the EU's mounting complexity and declining legitimacy had already sowed the seeds of its demise and Brexit was merely the start. In comments revealed by The Times, he said, absence of cultural reproduction suggests that, like its older sibling, the Soviet Union, it should not expect to outlast a human lifespan. Since the turn of the century, things have been steadily falling apart. The project drives forward ever more relentlessly, and in reaction the people become ever more disaffected, making it necessary to impose more instruments of control more stringently. Gains have become increasingly Pyrrhic because of the cost in social alienation. He added, the dragon we are riding has turned its head and it singes us with its fiery breath. All this evidence of citizen rejection while the project responds with further acceleration has plainly taken the EU into the zone of risk of collapse. That is where now it stands, shakily but defiant, belittling, bullying, hoping to dishearten the British in order to deter any other prospective escapees and intent on punishing us for our sovereign decision to leave the EU. It is hardly a sign of self-confidence. The final Soviet president Mikhail Gorbachev dissolved the Soviet Union on December 26, 1991, resigning his office and declaring it extinct. His resignation was the final act of the 11 Soviet republics, including Russia, becoming independent. Control of Russia was passed to President Boris Yeltsin. The dissolution brought to an end the Cold War with the West.
Tell me where the freak's at.